stay with the vibe.
So real quick, so just tell us a little bit about, like, how did you start DJing? What made you start?
I started DJing because of my dad.
Oh, dang.
Back when I was little, I was saying one of the first things my parents ever said was how they wanted me to be a DJ. My dad specifically, as soon as I was born, the first thing he said was he was going to be a DJ. So, yeah, that was a really big influence on me, seeing him and him, pushing me to practice scratching and cutting. Eventually, when I was around freshman in high school, I fully launched into it, and I fell in love with it and just grew a huge passion for it.
Word. And I'm glad your father was able to pass that down to you, and you did fall in love with DJing, and you're continuing to push forward with that passion. Now, you and your father DJ at some point in time, right?
I'm sorry, it broke up.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, it broke up
Can
a
you hear
little
me?
bit. I was saying that, like, you and your dad, you all of hello, you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Yo,
Can you hear me?
you here?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I hear you. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. So I said, so that's really dope that your dad kind of helped you get that passion for DJing. Your family was always behind you, because not all foreigners, we don't all get that love from the beginning.
Exactly.
I'm Ghanaian and South African. My parents don't. I'm a host. I'm a journalist. My parents really still to this day, like, they like what I do. They love what I do, but they would prefer me being in somewhere like a doctor, lawyer, or anything of that sort. So clearly your parents with you from the start. Did you have any other, like, roadblocks on the road to becoming the DJ you are today?
I think a big part of I think the big roadblocks that I would always run into was just making the time to practice. As a full-time student, you have to really make some sacrifices in terms of, like, your social life to make time to practice and get music and get ready for your gigs and events. So that would probably be the biggest one, is just making time for everything. Yeah, exactly.
Just having that balance. Just having that balance. True indeed. What are some, like, two on the rise DJs that are still in school? What are some, like, things that you would say to them to help them keep
sometimes
balance?
you have to just put your head down and do it. Yeah, that's a quote from my dad. And it's very true. You just have to sit there, do your homework, do your work, whatever it is that you do, and then you don't really have time to do other stuff. You just gotta sit there and make your time to practice and get music and be ready. That's it.
That's it. So if you love it, you love it. Like, at the end of the day, if you love it and this is what you want to do with your life, then you're gonna make room for what you love.
Hands down, exactly.
At the end of the
That's
day,
exactly what I live by.
yeah, what you live by. And you also live by a very broad palette of music. You like a lot of different artists. So being that, I would say that you being a DJ, you're like a historian. So we're gonna run through. You might remember this question. You might know this question. I don't know. But run through 3 songs that take you back to a certain moment, and tell us about that moment and why.
The first one would definitely be Motorsport by Cardi B and Migos. And the reason why is because that was, like, the type of music, especially Migos. They were really big at that time when I really put my head down and started practicing and getting into DJing. So, it was like early 2016, 2015 time. And yeah, I mean, that song, it just reminds me of, like, when I first started getting into it. And one of my first big events, I played that song, and just seeing the crowd go crazy, like, getting that feeling inside was just like, I knew this is what I wanted to do, and this is what I love. Exactly.
Irreplaceable feeling. Most definitely. Okay, so we got one right there.
The second one would probably be a Blink-182 song. All the Small Things is what comes to mind. Yeah, I remember when I was little, my mom gave me an iPod, and I didn't have an iTunes account, buy my own music. So she just loaded me up with the music that she had. And there was a couple songs on there from Blink-182, and I remember All the Small Things, and I just loved hearing it. I loved, I love the music. I love punk rock and rock in general.
Word. Okay. True indeed.
The third
and what was the
one would
third one?
probably be, let's see, that's kind of a tough one. I'm trying to remember which song I said. What was my third one? My third one was
Third one, I feel like it was. Let me see. I'm a magician right now. Nah, it
yeah.
was
There you
Shake.
go. That's right. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Yeah, "Shake" by Pitbull.
You
And I
good?
think Ying Yang Twins are in that song. That song just reminds me of when I was little and seeing my
Yeah.
dad in the club scene. You know, that was the type of music, especially Pitbull and like the East Side Boys and everything. They were really big during that time, and I remember going into a couple clubs with my dad for him to pick up like a paycheck or something. And I just remember like hearing that music, specifically that song. That's the most memorable one that I remember, and I loved it. I loved the like seeing it. I loved the party like vibe, and I just fell in love with it. It was because of that type of music. Exactly.
That you decided to be a DJ. Now you talked about the paycheck. Now, what is the craziest thing that you bought
The
off of
craziest
DJ
thing that
money?
I bought off of DJ money, I could show you what the craziest thing. I think the
Oh,
craziest thing I
shit.
bought was probably my
All
closet.
right.
The different clothes that I have, for sure.
Let's see.
All the shoes. I have a lot of different
Yeah,
shoes.
Supreme had this up.
Yeah, definitely my
Fire.
clothes, and more DJ equipment. That's really like the two things that I invest that money into.
So indeed. I hear that, man. You investing in your brand at the end of the day because people gonna know
Exactly,
you as that
exactly.
Supreme dude or just that guy that knows how to. And why Supreme? I mean, what connects
Well,
you to
the same way like I
that
love
brand?
punk rock, you know, the whole skateboard scene is very similar. So I always loved skating. I skated for a little bit. I wasn't very good at it, but I liked doing it. But I love the culture behind it.
It's all
So
good.
that was like a big reason why I love Supreme and
Word.
sneakers in general. I love sneakers.
Okay. True indeed. All right. What was your
First
first
pair
pair
of
of sneakers that
sneakers,
you bought?
well, I have actually somewhere right here. This wasn't the shoes that I bought. It was actually for my very first gig. I begged my mom to buy me these Jordans, and you know, for a long time I considered these like my good luck Jordans. So I wore them, those exact Jordans,
So,
to like my first probably like 13 gigs, just because that was like my good luck charm. Exactly.
word.
First pair that I bought, it was probably some Yeezys. I think it was these Screams right here, the white Yeezys. That was the first pair of sneakers that I bought.
Yo,
Yeah.
I fool with those. I got
Oh,
the I got
I
the
love all
tan
Yeezys.
ones.
The V2s in general, I love.
The V2s were the best one. I mean, they're all good, but the V2s they were so classic.
Exactly.
Like those
It's
are
such
my
a
favorite
recognizable
of the
silhouette.
Yeezy. Exactly. Very simple, straight to the point. Now, are you gonna
I
be wearing
might
your
be
good luck shoes
actually.
tomorrow?
Yeah, you know what? I think I will. It'll be my first DJ competition, so I think I will wear those tomorrow.
Okay. So it's the Vibes DJ competition. How does Vibes connect to DJ
Well,
culture
I
in
mean,
Los
hands
Angeles?
down, like I said, it's in the title. You know, LA is a huge melting pot of different cultures, and as a DJ, it's your job to get the entire crowd to literally vibe with your music. And if you can do that, you're golden as a DJ. If you can make everyone, you know, jam out to your set, then you'll kill it, hands down. There's no other way to put it.
That's a fact. And I know you're gonna kill it tomorrow. What do you want the people to see from
I
DJ
want them to
Danny
see
tomorrow?
what I'm all about. You know, I've been practicing for a long time, and you know, I'm getting a little bit older, and I'm getting ready to dip my toes into the club scene. So I just want everyone to see
For
what
sure.
I'm made of.
All right. Well, I'm from the East Coast, but I'm rooting for the West Coast. So I'm wishing you all the best tomorrow. Anything you want to say to the crowd?
I
Say
think
to the
the
people
one
on
thing I
the
would
live?
like to leave off on is "Feed the soul, starve the ego." It's a quote from DJ AM. Favorite quote, hands down. Yeah.
I really like that. Feed the soul, starve the ego. You know what I'm saying? You move nowhere with an ego. I mean, you got to be confident. But when you feed your soul and you feed the souls in a positive way of
Absolutely,
many, then
music's all
you
about
live
soul.
forever.
Actually, it's funny. I was just building this mixer yesterday. I tore it apart and added in new innovators on it.
Oh, snap. Okay. So you a tech guy as well?
Yeah, of course.
Dang, I might have to have you build one of my computers.
Yeah,
Build a
no. I
micro.
actually, I'm in a computer science major currently. That's why I love tech.
Oh,
Let's see.
so what year are you at CSU?
I'm a first year freshman.
Your first year? Are you
Yeah.
so? Are you taking classes right now? I know you're getting ready and everything. That's attractive, but are you taking classes right now too?
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I am taking online classes currently because of the whole quarantine. But yeah, I'm a full-time student. I have a job on campus. I do web development.
That's what's up, yo. Hey, that's what's up. So glad to see you. Did this affect you? I know CSU is like it's a community, right? Partially, or were you like staying on campus?
Big time. I absolutely love the campus community. I mean, like I said, I joined the radio, and that's like my family, hands down. I love the radio station. I love the newspaper, like everything from that school. They're just a big community to me.
That's what's up. Are you looking to go to like what Power 106 or one of those stations after, or you feeling like it's just independent entrepreneurship?
No, absolutely. I would love to go on Power 106. Currently, I've been trying to apply for the street team, but I couldn't figure out how to do it online. But I've been trying to figure that out. The radio station feeds into Power 106. They have a lot of DJs and a lot of hosts that went from our station to Power 106 and AMP and all the other radios.
Yeah, all the other thing, the real, everything. Okay, that's what's up, man. Hey, I'm going to definitely be tuned into you. Whenever you're ready, the floor is yours. Then we're going to open up for questions. It's been a pleasure, my guy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No question.
Especially the camera right here.
All right. Once again, tomorrow night, we got DJ Danny Rojas. He's coming in about to kill this thing. CSU LA radio station. Catch him there live. Let's go. Hey. Oh, he started off real groovy. Hey. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Danny, if you could move your camera, we can't see you when you're mixing. If you could move it a little bit.
I'm sorry?
I said we can't see you when you're mixing. If you could move the camera a
little bit.
Yeah,
absolutely. Sorry about that.
No, you good, bro. You good, bro.
Let me see. Is that good? Is that better?
That's better, I think. Yeah, that should be a little better.
Yeah, let me third different song.
There we go. Solid. Uh-huh. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Once again, if you have any questions, he's mixing right now, but go ahead and shoot no questions in the chat. DJ Danny Rojas coming through tomorrow night for the battle. Representing for LA, representing for the West Coast. Human felonies.
Yeah.
Check out my melody.